Hello and welcome to today's Micro Teach, where you're going to be learning how to create a simple nail art design on a nail tip. My name's Lenore and I'm going to be teaching you that today. Before we get into anything else, I just need to go through a few housekeeping things with you. So if we need to leave the building in emergency, you'll leave through the door that you came in and out into the car park outside. The kitchen is through the door behind me, so if you need any refreshments, let me know. And the bathroom is in the door behind you. So, today's course, you're going to be learning how to create a simple leaf design on a nail tip like this. So that's what we're going to be going through. But just to let you know a little bit about me before we get started. Like I said, my name's Lenore and I've been a nail technician for about 15 years now. Specialising in gel products. So I feel that now is the time to share my knowledge and my skills that I have gained through the last 15 years with a new generation of nail technician. So that's where we start today. So in front of you, you've got a course booklet with notes about the products that we're using. There's a photograph, step-by-step guide on how to recreate this. So if you need to refer back to it, when you leave here today, you've got that in front of you. You've got a pen, so make any notes that you feel necessary, and feel free to ask any questions throughout the process. In front of you, you've got everything that you need. You've got a couple of lining brushes, a dotting tool, you've got your white gel colour that you're going to be using, a painted nail tip that is ready to go, and you've got gloves to protect your hands as well. So before we get started, do you have any questions for me at this point?
No.
Happy to get started. Right, I'm going to set the camera up so that you can see what I'm doing. So here we have the design that we're going to be creating today, and it's a simple vine pattern. So I'm going to crack on and show you how to do that. Now in front of you, you will have a nail tip just like this one that has been pre-painted, and it's got a matte top coat. I find that if you have a matte top coat, it creates like a velvet finish, so it's much easier to do any kind of artwork on. You have got three art tools. The first one is your dotting tool, and you can just see it's got a very small ball at the end of it. So we have our dotting tool. Then you have two brushes, the fine lining brushes, which I like to use a very fine bristled liner, and you've got two lengths, your shorter length and your longer length brush. You have your white gel colour. You have some lint-free wipes and your cleanser in a bottle at the side there as well. So you've got everything you need ready to go. So do you have any questions at this point?
No.
No. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off with our longer brush. Now I'm just going to swirl the brush around in the gel a little bit, pick it up, and I'm going to pull it through so that it's along the line of the brush. Now, taking your nail tip, you can start wherever you want to start the leaf design. I tend to find that going from the bottom up works really well. So you're going to put the most pressure as you start, and then you're just going to pull through. So you have your stem and it just naturally tapers. If you feel you need to go over it again, you can. You just pull it through if you want it to be a bit more concentrated. Now, we're going to take our dotting tool. Right, so we have our line for the stem. So now we're going to take our dotting tool, just pick up a bit of product on the dotting tool and we're going to place our dots fairly close to the stem, and just pick up product as you feel you need it. I'm going to make that one a bit bigger, and you can space them out as wide apart as you like. And then on this side, I'm just staggering the dots a little bit. So we have our dots. Now I'm just going to wipe off my dotting tool to remove the product, and you can see we've had a little tail come onto the nail where we don't want it. So with our lint-free wipe in the cleanser, we just remove that. And now we're going to turn these dots into leaves. So we have the shorter of the two brushes, and I'm just going to pop a little bit of product onto the brush, and from there find a way that you feel comfortable, whether you do it from this way or this way. It's how you feel more comfortable doing it. You're going to drag the product and pull it into a teardrop shape. Again, just popping a little bit of product on my brush to then pull it through and create this teardrop leaf shape. And keep doing this till we have all of the leaves done, like so. And then I'm going to flip it round and do the same to the other side. Just keep popping a little bit of gel on my brush, and there we have our single vine. And anything you're not happy with, so just there, the brush came out at an awkward angle, so I'm just going to cleanse that away and take off any excess. So even if you do make a little mistake, you can rectify it. Now I want to add a little extra bit of vine, and I'm going to do it just at the side here. So now that we've got this in place, we can see how much space we've got, and I'm going to put another stem through with the longer brush. I'm going to get my darting tool, and this one is going to be smaller, with smaller leaves. But it's essentially the same as we've done. So you're going to pull the product through and create our smaller baby vine, like that. And you just pull and pull. And there you have a simple very effective vine leaf design. Once you're happy with your finished design, pop it into the lamp, into the UV lamp, where it will cure and fix your design in place. So, do you have any questions about any of that you want to ask?
Is there a particular way that you should hold the brush to create that teardrop?
It's however it feels comfortable in your hand, because if you're trying to hold it in a way that doesn't feel comfortable, you're not going to have control of it, and it's not going to feel easy to do. So you've got to hold it in a way that's comfortable. For me, I kind of almost like to work pulling away from myself. I find pulling away from myself in that way, rather than doing it that way, pulling towards me, I feel I have better control of it. But it might be different for you. You might find that actually pulling it towards you works better for you. So it's a little bit of trial and error. So you will have a little play around and see which you feel more comfortable with. So once your design is finished, you just need to cleanse over to remove any sticky residue from the gel being cured. And there you have your simple vine leaf design.
And what if I wanted it shiny?
So, as I said before, we've done this on a matte base because it makes it easier to actually do your art on a matte base. But if you want the end result to be shiny, you can apply a shiny top coat either to the whole design, and so the whole nail is shiny, or you can just do it over your design. So you pick out the design will have a shine, and it's a contrast against the matte of the background. Does that help?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, so do you feel ready to have a go at this yourself?
Yeah, definitely.
Right, let's do this. So yeah, that's right, swirl it round. Yeah?
Yeah.
So you happy with your stem?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So now to do your leaves.
Just drop that in there?
Yeah, just drop it in. You want a decent amount, but you don't want it like overloaded. That's it.
Oh.
Yeah, perfect. So you can see that little tail it brings up, can't you?
Yeah. So just bring it straight up.
Yeah. All right. And you can feel as you're going along when you need more product.
Yeah.
Try turning the tip round now.
Okay.
That's it.
Do you think there's too much product on that?
No, I think that's fine.
That to me looks like I've got too much product.
It's fine because you're going to pull it through.
Okay.
So.
I'm not quite happy.
No. So what you can do is I'd go back in, pop a bit more.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Yeah.
And then you can go over it again until you've got the amount of product that you feel comfortable with.
I see. Mm-hmm. Okay. No problem. Okay.
Okay. So I'll just put one at the end there, just sort of.
Just to finish.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So now you've got your base for the leaf. You're going to pull that product through to create that teardrop.
Mm-hmm.
So a little bit on your brush product.
Oh.
Just a little bit. You don't need a lot.
Okay. And then I'll pull in.
Yeah. That's it. Go. each dot is a blob of product.
Am I able to put any more product?
Yeah, pop a little bit if you pop it on when you feel.
So then to do the other side, would you turn the nail round?
I would turn it round because you're working on that side, if you're working on the right side of the nail with your right hand, you're less likely to smudge and catch or work.
Need a little bit more. Feels like I need a little bit more.
Yeah.
But I don't just worry with this.
No, that's fine. When you do your leaf line, I'd start back at the beginning.
Yeah.
Because then you get a smoother line all the way through. That's it.
Yeah. That's better.
That's a great line.
For me, that's not enough on there.
Yeah.
Not as good as the other side, but I feel that that's because I didn't.
Yeah, it's because you've got restricted room on that side of that vine.
Yes.
So it does make it a little bit more tricky.
Yeah.
But this is something with practice.
Yeah.
And the more you do it, you'll get a steadier hand as well doing it.
Yeah.
So you'll understand the kind of pressure that you need. And the amount of product that you need on your brush. But I think it's a great first go.
Thank you.
I think you've done well.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, so next time, just the stem you did on the second one was great because you started it right from the beginning and you pulled it all the way through. So I think that works really well with doing the stem. So I do that way again. And then, just slow it down. You don't need to rush through it. Take your time, and get the movement that and have the tip in a way that feels comfortable for you, so that you're able to move and pull the product through. But I think with a little practice, then you'll have it down and be able to do this very easily.
Thank you.
How do you feel?
Yeah, absolutely great. But
do you have any questions about what we've done? Anything that now that you've done it yourself, has it brought up any questions that you feel you'd like to ask?
No, I think for me, I just need to practice.
Yeah. Okay.
Definitely.
Great job.
Thank you.
Well done.
Thank you.
Well done on creating your first vine leaf design on the nail tip. With a little bit of practice, you'll find it much easier. The more you do it, the easier it becomes, and you get to know the product, you get to know the brushes and the movements that you need. I hope you've enjoyed your nail art course today. If you have any questions once you leave here, feel free to get in contact, and I'm happy to help you in any way I can. And in your course booklet there is also a feedback form at the end, so that if you could fill that in, that would be great, so that I know anywhere that I need to improve myself as well.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, so thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.